Hi guys, this is a redirect to my reaction to Steins Gate Season 1, Episodes 1, 2 and 3. This is just a trial reaction to the first 3 episodes, and I thought it was a really interesting concept. I like these episodes. It was very different to what I'm used to, because I'm used to like action-packed shonen based animes. This one was more intellectual, it was very scientific. I'm not gonna lie, I was quite confused some of the time. I tried to follow on as much as I could. Um, like in all reactions, I tried to do that. And it was also my first time actually consuming something whilst reacting to something. So I was drinking Dr. Pepper. I was requested to drink Dr. Pepper by the person who requested this anime to me, and thank you Dimitri for the request. Because Dr. Pepper was something that the main character drank at one point in the first or second episode. So yeah, so this is, I've watched other animes regarding like time traveling. This one was like the most mind-boggling. Not a bad thing, it's just it is what it is. So firstly we see, so the main character is called Hyoin Kyoma, and he is a scientist, and he witnesses this girl's dead body. Like I forgot what her name was, Kirisu I think. She died in a very horrible way. She apparently got stabbed, and then all of a sudden he time travels back to the past where he meets her, and he starts getting really paranoid. So he, for example, accuses people of being part of the organization. The organization are apparently bad people to him, trying to be against him for whatever reason. People who might know how to make a time machine. So regarding a time machine, like right at the beginning, there was this scientist who was holding this press conference to talk about his theory regarding time machines, and some people were, the Hyoin, he was accusing him of like having a very similar theory to John Titor. John Titor was like one of the first people to have a theory regarding time machines. So that was that, and then there was like this big scream that happened on the 8th floor, and so Hyoin, he was like running there, and then he found the girl's dead body. And this woman he was speaking to before, but somehow in a mysterious way she died. She got stabbed and died in a horrific way. But then Hyoin, he traveled to the past. Unknowingly, unintentionally traveled to the past. It's through the phone, allegedly through the phone that he has, which is connected to the phone microwave. So like yeah, he's been like traveling about quite a bit through time, which has like made him more and more paranoid, and he's like trying to figure out like why the other characters are not remembering certain events, and certain events are like changing as well. Like at one point the conference was cancelled, or the girl was holding a lecture, who doesn't even believe in time machines. She thinks the idea is absolutely impossible. So Hyoin, he wanted Daru, one of his friends called Daru, to hack into SERN, the organization, to find out if they really are plotting something in terms of time travel. Yeah, that's what happened. It's not like one of those action-packed animes. The whole time traveling thing is interesting, but I'm just like wondering like, what are we gonna find out? Like, is he gonna save her from getting killed? Because at least in one of the worlds she is dead. She gets stabbed. So does that get prevented, or does that happen in at least one of the worlds? It's so confusing, this whole, like, I haven't been this confused over over an anime since Hunter x Hunter, because Hunter x Hunter was like it was loaded with information, and to be honest, it got me really annoyed with Hunter x Hunter. It makes sense with Steins Gate, considering that it's like a science fiction, science-based anime, even though it does get a little bit frustrating sometimes. But like with Hunter x Hunter, it was just like absolute overload of all these rules that you have to like. It was just so pointless sometimes. But anyway, enough about Hunter x Hunter. It's a great anime though, but that just annoyed me. Anyway, so yeah, it's just a trial reaction to get an idea of what Steins Gate is about. It does seem like an interesting anime, an interesting concept, but it really makes you think. Like, I feel like you have to like rewatch it a few times to really get all the events, because a lot of things are happening, and it's like a puzzle piece. You're like trying to solve a puzzle piece, but you can't do that in just like one viewing of an episode. Anyway, what do you think of these episodes? Let me know and stay tuned for more.